You see why people don't find their answers? They're looking in the wrong place. Where's your answer? Point to it. Okay, here it is. Okay. Here's your answer. Okay. 2,000 years ago, a wonderful rabbi running around, and I have a beautiful quote here, but it was Jesus. Jesus was walking around, and he was doing what? He was telling people to love each other and honor each other and be nice to each other and see the best in each other, and they killed him for it. And nailed him up to a tree. Why? Because he said, do what? Love each other. Be kind to each other. Be accepting of each other. See, the problem with the saved is they have to have the unsaved on the other side of their wall in order to prove they're saved. The only thing, as Dr. Holmes said, we have to be saved from is people trying to save us. Because the only thing that's going to save you from you is you, right? Okay. How many have something you need to be saved from this morning? How about a health verdict? How about a financial verdict? How about a business verdict or a relationship verdict? Everyone say, the truth of me is greater than anybody's verdict. Now, this weekend we gather as with friends and relatives, and we do what? We sit down with our family in this holiday season, and we celebrate Christmas and all the wonderful things it stands for. And we also, because it's very interesting having it on Saturday this year, but we also do what? It's a good time to reminisce about the past year, reflect on it. And it's also a good time, and that's why this Sunday lesson is so important. It's a good time to do what? To look forward to the joys of the coming year, to honor the joys of what is about to unfold, to make up our mind that this year has never happened before, and I'm going to give my best to it, and expect that what I give to it will return to me, pressed down and overflowing. And there's nothing in the way of that. Roy Disney, the brother of Walt Disney, said this: when your values are clear to you, making decisions become easier. Okay. How many here are ready to leave here this morning valuing yourself more than you did when you arrived? And put a value on the people around you at your home, work, and play above and beyond what you did last week when you move out into your new year. It was John G. Bloomberg who said, values are most alive when we have specific words to describe them. And when we remain intentionally connected to them. It sounds so simple, but in reality, few of us make a practice of routinely making this connection. For those who don't have it yet, the Creative Thought magazine is here for January. And my beautiful wife and your beautiful co-pastor is, of course, the editor of this, and it's absolutely wonderful, and I recommend to all of you that you get it. And I recommend sit down with yourself and look at the lesson that Reverend Dr. Cynthia put in the first page of it. She said, before the science of mind, I often heard people affirm, God could never give us more than we can handle. I have been pondering this claim as I consider the goals I want to accomplish for 2011. Now, I want to promise you, everybody in this room is involved in the goals the Reverend Dr. Cynthia's plan. And mine. Okay. And it's beautiful to be part of her goals as she is part of mine. And it's wonderful to allow ourselves to say, okay, I don't care how much wonderful has happened up to now, something even greater is about to unfold. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to find out what it is. Edith Wharton said, if only we'd stop trying to be happy, we'd have a pretty good time. Okay. How many know that you'd have a better time if you just stop trying to be happy? And go ahead and let happiness as you be your way. Because if you're trying to be happy, you're affirming you're unhappy. Who did I just lose? Everyone say, if I say I want something, I'm affirming I don't have it. You see where we're going with this? Okay. Now, what are you affirming when you say I am in the now? What are you affirming when you pick up the Creative Thought magazine and read your treatment for the day? And the treatments in this magazine, this is good. I'm moving into my 36th year. I have never missed an issue. And anyhow, every week when I think Cynthia's working on March right now, I have to go by and say, what is my treatment this month? And she says, I don't know what it is, but it's good. And that's why I married her. So it's good. But it's great. Anyhow, the affirmation of every day of this month is beautiful. I would recommend to you, get the Creative Thought magazine. Use my treatment in here every day for about a month, and let go and let it happen in your heart and mind. I'm quoting Mahatma Gandhi in here when I say, happiness is when what you think and what you say and what you do are in harmony. That's happiness. That's true happiness. Everyone say, I first make my habits, and my habits make me. How many have developed new habits since you found religious science? Positive habits, successful habits, thinking in a different way. Our challenge over and over again is to honor the best of ourselves. And I'm going to close this morning with a wonderful lesson from our great uncle, which is Henry David Thoreau, in his book Walden. He said this, and this was entitled A Christmas Gift. A Christmas Gift of Wisdom. I went to the woods because I wished to live deliberately, to front only the essential facts of life and see if I could learn what it had to teach. We must learn to reawaken and keep ourselves awake, not by mechanical aids, but by infinite expectation of the dawn, which does not forsake us in our soundest sleep. I know no more encouraging fact than the unquestionable ability of man to elevate his life by a conscious endeavor. Let's affirm together. I elevate my life by way of a conscious endeavor. The result is beautiful. I know it is before the world ever sees it, and act as if it's so, because it is so. And that's the way it is. Happy New Year, dear people. Namaste. Thank you for being here this morning.